Okay, the topic that I chose to teach you about today is absolute value equations. We're going to start out with an easy one, and then we're going to go on to a harder one. So for the first one, you always have to get the part that's in the absolute value by itself. So you're going to need to take this and add 10 to both sides. And then the absolute value signs go away. So you have x plus 5 equals 40. But the thing is that absolute value equations always have two answers. So what you need to do is on this side, you need to do x plus 5, which is the same, and then you need to do the opposite though. So for every absolute value equation you have, you're going to have the positive of what's on the right side and the negative of what's on the right side. And you have to do each equation, and both of those are answers. So we're going to start with this one. For this one, you're going to want to get the x by itself because we're solving for x. So you're going to want to do 5 minus 5 and 40 minus 5. The 5's cancel out, and you're left with x equals 35. And then for the next one, you do the same thing. You're going to want to get x by itself. And then x is going to equal negative 45. So these are both answers to the question. So the answer to this is 35 and negative 45. For this one, and it's a little bit harder because we've got this 2 in front of the x here. So in the end, we're going to have to multiply as well as add or subtract. So again, we're going to want to get the absolute values by themselves. So we're going to want to add this 1 and bring it over to the right side. So those cancel out, and you're left with 2x plus 4 equals 16. And again, you're going to want to have two answers, so you're also going to want to do 2x plus 4 equals negative 16. So we're going to start with this one. You're going to want to get the x by itself. Before you can divide, you're going to want to get rid of this 4 and get it over to the right side so that everything without an x is on the right side and everything with an x is on the left side. So these 4's are going to cancel out. You're going to be left with 2x equals 12. So now you're going to want to get this x by itself, and since this is actually 2 times x, you're going to want to divide the 2 on both sides. And 2 divided by 2 cancels out, and that leaves x equals 6. So the answer to that one is 6. And again, we're going to want two answers, so we need to go to this side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to need to get this 4 over to this 16 because we need whatever has an x by itself. So we're going to subtract the 4. We're going to be left with 2x equals negative 20. And then to get the x by itself, again, this is 2 times x, so you're going to want to divide both sides by 2. You're going to be left with x equals negative 10. So the answer set for this problem is x equals 6 and x equals negative 10. Both are answers to it. So that is how you do absolute value equations.